Hi guys, welcome to this Simplilearn Live on the top 10 digital marketing skills in 2020. Before we get started, let's wait for a bit as people join in. Thank you to everyone joining us from YouTube and Facebook. Once again, I'd like to welcome everyone to this live session on the top 10 digital marketing skills in 2020. Before we begin, I'd like to remind all of you that we have a dedicated team here to answer your questions. So if you have any, ask away in the comment section below. Now on to number 10, mobile marketing. Before we get on to talking about mobile marketing, let's have a look at some stats related to mobile marketing. First off, mobile devices are used for over 40% of online transactions. Next, we have marketers and advertisers put 51% of their budget into mobile ads. And finally, mobile is responsible for an average of more than 40% of revenue in leading B2B organizations. So what is mobile marketing? Mobile marketing is a digital marketing strategy that started all the way in 1992. Remember SMSs that advertise stuff? That's what mobile marketing started off as. The main objective with mobile marketing is to advertise products and services to a target audience through multiple channels on smartphones, tablets, and other mobile devices. This is done through websites, emails, SMS, social media, in-app notifications, and other applications. So here are key concepts related to mobile marketing. First, we have focusing on the customer and personalized marketing. In mobile marketing, the primary focus is on the customer. Want them to increase brand loyalty, give customers special offers, or show them personalized ads based on their location and purchase history. Basically, by focusing on the customer, it gives them the feeling that the brand is directly interacting with them, and as a result, their loyalty towards the brand greatly increases. Next, we have identifying trends with data. By leveraging data, different trends can be identified. From there, you can create customer profiles, and then with predictive and behavior analysis, you get an understanding of what will better grab the attention of a customer. Then we have testing. Testing provides insights and learnings that would be extremely important to the success of the campaign. For example, say you do an A/B test. With that, you'll get the optimal variant of the two, as well as further understanding of what works and what doesn't. And finally, understanding mobile analytics. Having some experience with mobile analytics with some of the metrics that need to be focused on, like engagement ratio, cost per install, and average revenue per user, are very important for mobile marketing. Experience with mobile analytics tools can also help with insights that would help future decisions and experiments. So if you're interested in getting certified in mobile marketing, you have options like Mobile App Marketing 2020, ASO, Advertising and Monetization by Udemy, and you also have Digital Marketing Specialist certification by Simplilearn. Now let's go to number 9, CRM or Customer Relationship Management. Here are some interesting stats. It is stated that towards the end of 2019, 86% of customers are willing to pay 25% more for better customer experience. Also, CRM marketing will be worth $73 billion in 2020. Finally, businesses that leverage CRM software see sales increase by 29%, sales productivity increase by 34%, and sales forecast accuracy increase by 42%. Now that we have looked into these stats, let's understand what CRM is all about. CRM is a technology with which an organization's relationships and interactions with existing or potential customers are managed. It's basically a collection of strategies, tools, and technologies, and CRMs aim to develop new customer relationships, retain them, or acquire new ones. Along with that, it also helps companies with sales, marketing, and service management. CRMs mainly store data like purchase history, personal information, and purchasing patterns. So here are a few areas to focus in CRM. First, we have data analytics. CRMs provide a number of different metrics that can be analyzed and whose results can be incorporated into forthcoming campaigns. Now, although what metric you focus on entirely depends on your requirements, here are some of the commonly used metrics. There's customer churn, which is basically customer attrition. There's NPS, which is a measure of how satisfied your customers are. There's customer retention cost and first contact resolution rate, which is the percentage of customer support tickets that get resolved at the first shot. Next, understanding how different CRM tools work. There are loads of options to choose from when it comes to CRMs. There's Salesforce, HubSpot CRM, Zoho CRM, Microsoft Dynamics, and much more. It is really important to have experienced at least the most commonly used ones, since each of them have their own nuances, advantages, and disadvantages. Now let's have a look at some of the certifications. We have options like Salesforce Administrator Certification Training Course by Simplilearn, Dynamics 365 by Microsoft, and finally HubSpot Academy Sales Professional Credential by HubSpot. So now let's go to number 8. At number 8, we have designing. Like usual, let's have a look at some of the stats. Did you know that 32% of marketers say visual images are the most important form of content for their business, with blogging in second? Well, 70% of companies invest in content marketing, which could include visual marketing strategies. So now let's take a closer look at designing. With designing, the objective is to communicate as well as promote the products or services the brand is advertising in a visually appealing manner. Designing goes hand in hand with a great copy though. Even if you had the best looking creative in your ad, it's possible it won't catch on if the copy accompanying it isn't good. You might wonder, what does designing have to do with digital marketing? Plenty actually. If you have an understanding of designing yourself, in the scenario where graphic designers are unable to bring your idea to life, you could do it yourself, deciding for yourself what the content will convey. Not only that, you might be able to provide some insight in the designing of the creative for the ad. Next, let's have a look at key concepts of designing. Firstly, a basic understanding of design philosophies are necessary, which means you need to know about concepts like using attention grabbing and relevant images, the golden point rule, and much more. Then, there needs to be an understanding of tools like Adobe Photoshop and After Effects. These are some of the most commonly used tools for creating creatives, and even the basic experience with these software could be extremely useful later on. Now, let's have a look at some certifications. We have certifications like Graphic Design by Coursera, Introduction to Graphic Design by LinkedIn, and Fundamentals of Graphic Design again by Coursera. Next, at number 7, we have listening. Now let's talk about social listening. Social listening is a method through which a brand can learn about what customers are saying about them and the industry online by monitoring digital conversations. The brand's social media channels can track, analyze, and respond to conversations and feedback, improving their relationship with the users who may become potential customers, and thus increasing loyalty of present customers. And it's a proven fact that customers are drawn towards brands that are prompt in response. Now let's have a look at some key concepts. Understanding how different social media platforms work, how is each platform different from the other? Where does most of your audience come from? Which platform is better suited for your content? Those are the questions that need to be answered. Then experience with popular social listening tools like HubSpot and Hootsuite. These platforms can help with a number of different situations like PR crisis, respond to customer complaints, find user-generated content, to obtain competitive intelligence, take suggestions, and much more. Next, at number 6, we have copywriting. First, let's have a look at some stats. It is stated that 64% of B2B marketers outsource their demanding copy needs. Next, it also says that a compelling copy draws 7.8 times more site traffic and produces brand recall, which brings higher engagement rates. Now, let's talk about what is copywriting. Copywriting is an act of creating promotional texts that could be advertised in brochures, notifications, billboards, emails, and so on. The primary objective here is that the written content called copy or sales copy increases brand awareness and persuades individuals to take a particular action, be it signing up to a website, buy a product, and so on. Now let's have a look at some key concepts of copywriting. First, understanding the customers and the competition. So from the customers, several bits of vital information can be obtained, like what kind of writing gets the maximum amount of engagement, what kind they dislike, and much more. Likewise, from the competition, you can find out what kind of writing they have success with, what they are doing better from your brand, and so on. This one goes without saying, but to have success with copywriting, you need to be well versed with grammar and have sufficiently good writing skills. Let's have a look at some certifications now. Here we have the Creative Copywriter Academy. Then we have the IDM Award in Digital Copywriting by the Institute of Data and Marketing. And finally, we have American Writers and Artists Copywriting course. Next up, number 5, email marketing. First, let's have a look at some stats. According to Statista, in 2019, global email users amounted to 3.9 million. By 2023, this is set to grow to 4.3 billion. Next, it also states that 81% SMBs rely on email as their primary customer acquisition channel and 80% for retention. Next, again by Statista, it states that 49% of consumers would like to receive promotional emails from their favorite brands. So now let's have a look at email marketing. Email marketing is a method for performing digital marketing by using emails to promote products and services to a highly targeted audience. In a way, email marketing could nurture the relationship with your customers or completely drive them away. With email marketing, customers can be communicated with directly with personalized emails, helping them stay updated with items or offers. It also serves a purpose of informing people about your brand or keeping existing customers engaged between purchases. Now let's have a look at key concepts. First, we have focusing on personalization and automation. Emails can be set up in such a way that customers are regularly sent emails on a regular basis to keep in touch with them, inform them about new products, and other forms of engagement. Then we have complying with data privacy rules. Privacy has been the talking point for a while now. Most recently, the GDPR brought about a number of restrictions that have to be adhered to by organizations. So it's absolutely necessary that these privacy guidelines are followed. Or would you rather spend £10 million? Next, experimenting with different kinds of content. Emails can have images, GIFs, or videos attached to them, and each of them can impact your customer base in a different manner depending on their requirements. So different kinds of content need to be experimented with to determine the one that works best for you. And finally, understanding popular tools and metrics. To be successful at email marketing, it is absolutely necessary to be experienced with tools like HubSpot and MailChimp. These platforms come with a number of features like contact segmenting, autoresponders, service and app integration, A/B testing, and much more. Next up, we have certifications. Here we have certifications like HubSpot Academy Email Marketing by HubSpot, then Email and Affiliate Marketing Mastermind by Udemy, and finally Advanced Email Marketing Certification Training by Simplilearn. So now that we have reached midway, I have a question for you guys. What do you guys think is in the number 1 section? Let me know in the live chat. I'd like to know what you guys think. If you enjoy watching informative tech videos like this one, consider subscribing to Simplilearn's channel to stay up to date on the trending technologies and hit the bell icon to never miss an update in the future. Now back to number 4, social media marketing. Before we go in, let's have a look at some stats. According to Statista, nearly 50% of the world's population uses social media. 73% of marketers believe social media marketing has been somewhat effective or very effective for their business. Lastly, 90.4% of millennials, 77.5% of Generation X, and 48.2% of baby boomers are active social media users. So now let's have a look at social media marketing. Social media marketing involves the usage of social media platforms to build a brand, drive traffic to your website, and increase sales. This helps marketers achieve their marketing and branding goals by creating and sharing content on social media. Activities like text and image updates, video, and other content that can drive engagement. Social media marketing also enables marketers to perform paid advertising. With this, your brand's content like articles, videos, and images are exposed to a high-quality targeted audience. Next, let's have a look at some key concepts of social media marketing. First, understanding how to work with different social media platforms is necessary. Every social media platform comes with its own kind of audience, nuances, advantages, and disadvantages. So it's important to have experience with them so that the one that best suits your requirements can be selected. Next, we have monetization. On YouTube, which is also a social media platform, you could monetize your videos to get some income out of them. Other options include affiliate marketing, influencer marketing, events, and much more. Then we have analytics. Experience with social media marketing tools like Buffer and BuzzSumo can help organizations by providing alerts based on keywords, brand names, links, domain, and much more. Among other things, it also tracks competitors and analyzes their content to determine what they are doing better. Then we have knowing your brand's user base and optimizing your content. It's important to understand your brand's user base to determine what they like the most on your social media page and then optimize it. Now, let's have a look at some certifications. Here we have Advanced Social Media Certification Training by Simplilearn. Then we have Social Media Marketing on LinkedIn Learning. And finally, Hootsuite Social Marketing Certification by Hootsuite. And now for the top 3. Number 3, pay-per-click or PPC. First, let's have a look at some stats. 33% of people click on paid search ad because it directly answers their search query. It also states that paid ads have a 11.38% CTR on Google. And finally, according to Google, businesses make an average of $2 in income for every $1 they spend in Google ads. Now let's talk about PPC. It is a form of online advertising in which advertisers spend a certain amount of money each time their advertisement is clicked. This process, if done properly, can drive people to your website without having to get them organically. Search engine marketing is one of the most popular methods to perform PPC. For PPC, most search engines are part of an automated process performed by the search engine to determine how relevant and valid they are to appear in the search engine result page. Now let's have a look at some key concepts of PPC. First, it's important how different search engines and their advertising works. Each of them have their own but somewhat similar rules, prices, restrictions, and so on. Then we have Google Ads, one of the most popular and lucrative players among the search engines. Google Ads provides marketers with a sizable chunk of the internet to advertise to. It is important to properly understand how Google Ads works and how its many features and functionalities can be used efficiently. For more on Google Ads, why don't you check our introductory video on it? I'll link it in the chat. Next, analytics. Different metrics like CPC or cost per click, clicks, click-through rate, and quality score need to be understood so that optimal and well-informed decisions can be made. Finally, we have copywriting and visual design ability. As I mentioned earlier, either of these don't work without the other, which means the experience in both these concepts would be greatly beneficial for the individual and the organization. Now, let's have a look at some certifications. We have Google Ads certifications by Google, then Advanced Pay-Per-Click PPC certification training by Simplilearn, and finally, we have Microsoft and Excellence program by Microsoft. Now for the top two, search engine optimization. Let's first look at some stats. According to Zero Limit Web, on the first page alone, the first 5 organic results account for 67.60% of all the clicks. And according to Google, where to buy plus near me mobile queries have grown by over 200% in the past 2 years. And finally, according to HubSpot, 57% of B2B marketers stated that SEO generates more leads than any other marketing initiative. So what exactly is search engine optimization? Search engine optimization, or SEO, refers to the method adopted by an organization to grow the quality and quantity of website traffic by making it more visible to the users of a particular web search engine. This is possible with the help of organic search results. SEO improves unpaid results and doesn't count traffic obtained from paid ads. Next, let's have a look at some key concepts of SEO. Technical SEO. The technical side of SEO, like server-side settings, sitemaps, server response code, rewrites, and so on, will help you take advantage of both page level and server level optimization to ensure they are found by search engines. This, by extension, helps generate traffic and conversions. Next, content marketing. It is important to be well versed in content marketing, as both SEO and content marketing cannot exist without the other. Content marketing provides high quality content and SEO provides the appropriate keywords that would help it get noticed by search engines. Next, link building. The process of search engine optimization can only be successful if there's a combination of both external link building and internal link optimization. One builds links with credible websites and the other performs link optimization on your own properties and social media platforms. Now we have site usability. SEO must focus on good site usability. This is an indication of how objects are placed in your website and if the information provided is useful for the users. It also indicates if the site is easy to use and navigate. Then you need to have experience with tools like Moz and Google Analytics to take appropriate inferences from the data obtained. And finally, we have Google Analytics and Google Webmaster. Google Analytics will help with tracking and reporting website traffic. Google Webmaster will help track your website search performance with the help of Google Search Console and additional resources. Now let's have a look at some certifications. Here we have SEO training course by Moz, which is provided by Udemy, and we have search engine optimization training course by Simplilearn, and finally we have HubSpot SEO training course provided by HubSpot. Finally, number 1, it's data analytics. Data analysis is a process which looks into collecting and organizing data. By doing so, helpful conclusions are drawn. These conclusions can be incorporated into the upcoming campaigns of the organization. The information that is analyzed is collected with the help of analytical and logical reasoning. Here are some key concepts of data analysis. First, understanding popular data analytics tools like Apache Spark, Tableau, and SAS can be greatly helpful in the process of data analysis. Then we have Google Analytics. Google Analytics is a tool that helps businesses analyze their website. It records activities of users visiting your website along with additional information like their age, gender, and interests. This is then sent to the Google Analytics server and then can be used by you to make decisions regarding upcoming campaigns. Then we have data visualization. Data visualization enables data to be translated into a chart, graph, or other visual component. Understanding data visualization would help with understanding data in a quick and clean manner. It enables brands to identify emergent trends and to respond to it quickly. With it, the brand story can also be shared with others thanks to being able to create a narrative with graphics and diagrams. And finally, a clear understanding of data structures, fundamentals, and basic statistics can greatly ease the process of data analysis. Now let's have a look at some certifications. Here we have Introduction to Data Analytics for Business by Coursera. Then we have Data Analyst Masters Program by Simplilearn. And finally, we have Micro Masters Program in Marketing Analytics by edX. And there you go. That's our top 10 digital marketing skills in 2020. With that, we have reached the end of this video. Do you agree with our list? Think we missed anything important? Let us know in the live chat or in the comment section below if you're watching later. Thank you for watching this video and stay tuned for more from Simplilearn.